Hello everyone, welcome to the new session. So in the last class we were discussing about active and passive voices. So today we will discuss about another kind of transformation, that is direct and indirect speech. So before we move on to the class, we have to know what is direct and indirect speech, or the definition of direct and indirect speech. So here direct speech refers to the actual words of the speakers and he himself says. For example, I am talking, the things which I am talking, this is the direct speech. And if some people or someone else tells that he has said so and so, which means that is indirect speech. In the sense, indirect speech, someone else repeats what the speaker had originally said, but without using speaker's actual voice. So when we convert a direct to indirect speech, there are some changes that are happening. Mainly, there will be a change from tense. For example, simple present becomes past. For example, I go for a walk every day. I go for a walk every day. Every day, he said, I go for a walk every day, he said. So we can convert it into another form. He said that he went for a walk every day. He said that he went for a walk every day. He went for a walk every day. So this is the transformation which happens. In the sense, simple present becomes past, simple past. So here, simple present, I go for a walk is changed to he went. So here there is a change from go to went. In the sense, simple present is changed into simple past. In the same way, present continuous will become past continuous, present perfect become past perfect, and the present perfect continuous will become past perfect continuous, and the simple past become past perfect. Future becomes conditional, and future perfect also becomes conditional perfect. So the changes with regard to the tense will be like this. And there are other changes that are happening. So in your textbook it is written the first change of tenses, and the pronouns and possessive adjectives also will change. For example, I, you, my, your become I, you, my, your will become will change into he, she, it, or he, she, or his or her. He, she, his, and her. So this kind of changes also will happen. For example, we, you, or we, you, your, our. So it will be changed into they and their. They and their. For example, I is changed into here. I is changed into he. The pronouns and possessive adjectives also changes according to the transformation which happens. When we convert it into direct to indirect, there will be a change of tense. And the second one, the pronouns, or we can call it as the possessive adjectives, will change from one position to another. For example, I will become he, or you will become he, your will become his or her, whatever it is. So those kind of changes will be, for example, you, we will be changing into they, you will be changing into their, or those kind of changes will be happening in the sentence. So this is another thing. And then we have to speak about adjectives or adverbs which shows nearness or distance. For example, here will become there, today will become this day, or tomorrow will become that day, or yesterday will become the previous day. So these kind of changes also will be happening. So that is the changes which happens in the sentence. And mainly we use reporting verbs say and tell. So in the reporting verb say and tell, there is a difference. So when we commonly use reporting verb is say and tell, and say always needs a personal object. You tell something to someone. For example, you say that something has happened. You say that something has happened, but you tell someone that something has happened. So you are telling something to someone. So if you're simply saying, you say that something has happened. So here we are not mentioning to whom you have said. But in the second sentence it is clear that you are saying something to someone. So there, in those places we will use tell in the sentence. And the next thing which we have to keep in mind with regard to direct and indirect is questions in indirect speech. So mainly when we convert the questions in indirect speech, what we have to do is that we have to change the reporting verb in the sentence. We said that we usually use say and tell in the sentence. We have to change it into ask, enquire, demand or want. For example, he said to us, are you going to school? It's a question. So we will convert like this. He enquired of us whether we are going to school. Whether we are going to school. Or next one, she said to me, what are you doing? She asked me what I was doing or what I was reading or whatever it is. So those kind of changes also will be happening. And the interrogating adverb such as what, which, when, whose, who, where, how and all those things so all that also will change accordingly. Okay. And next one, the words do, does, did. If we have a question with these words, the formation will be if. For example, the teacher said to me, do you know the poem? So the transformation of indirect speech will be, the teacher asked me whether I knew the poem. So do is changed into whether. I will say one more example. Are you coming with me? He said to me. So he asked me whether I was going with him. So there is a change from indirect to indirect. And towards the end, we speak about commands or requests, or we can say commands or requests or imperative sentences. So here in this imperative sentences, what we can do is that we have to change the reporting verb in the sentence to order, command, advise, threaten, tell, ask, request, beg, implore, entreat and so on. So these kind of changes has to be there in the sentence. So this is all about direct to indirect, and this is a brief idea about direct and indirect speech, or the conversion which happens from direct tense to, or direct speech to indirect speech. Thank you.